coming up in a just brief moment. But ultimately, I think we can take this as a moment, way too early of a read, but I love what I'm seeing on both these two rosters right now. For Affiliate Esports, I think the creativity that we're seeing is very much so noted, but their ability to slay, looks maybe even higher than previous iterations of the rosters that these teams have been on. And then for the Atlas Lions, I think that this is an improvement early, again, through 2 maps comparing to what we saw in Season 3.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair point. Definitely seeing a lot more just participation out of some of the members that we haven't seen a lot of throughout this entire year. But we'll take a look at what's happening right now here with Noctem White as well as eFuse coming on here to another Mercado. This one, of course, on the hard point. It's a great opening for eFuse as they've gotten just about all the time here on P1.
Yeah. Exciting to see, I think, what both these two rosters have to offer. Aroma has been a statistical solid player this year throughout the last 2 seasons of Elite in particular. But for eFuse, nice little start here overall. A couple of convincing kills allows Luigi, a.k.a. Disarray, to start to make a play around, and the cleanup looks solid. This is looking pretty decent for eFuse when to consider a break. Maestro will change that a touch, leaving Disarray by himself. Nice little finesse, and how about Disarray on 4?
Starting to move down low. The nade is finally going to take him out of the picture, but a good amount of damage was done to at least deny a bit of his time for Noctem White. But it's not all theirs just yet. Feeling a double hit up top here. Actually, 3 members going to hit this for the remaining 20 seconds. Young's got a lot to do in front of him. Good for BB Connor. Has a read on Runner, but won't get there. It's going to delay the rotation, though, to New, but they do get the scrap time for 15 seconds.
And I think that's fine, because on this exit, you're going to be able to control what part of the map you set your spawns up for this next approach. Now, the thing about it is, FDOT is watching all of this happen, so he's going to transmit that there are still 2 more members around the back through parking. Nice nades from BB Connor, though, clears out Dark, and that's a chance for him to kind of set up a bit of a pinch. Oh, and they've seen Maestro. Should be an easy cleanup, and it is. Runner for the double. Roma, the last one left. Semtex to the door, but it's Runner for 3, leaving FDOT on the way out, and the break successful for eFuse.
Yeah, that kill, I think, onto F-Dot was everything from BB Connor. Once you find that, it opens up the floodgates. You can flood on in, and that's exactly what they were able to do for the break. But still, a lot of time here to get. 30 seconds. Want to try to fight for it if you're Noctem White. But Runner is snapping right now. 6 in a row. Streak is earned. eFuse will say, thanks for the time.
And this is the cool thing about this eFuse roster. Runner has been a competitor. And, of course, he's been competing. But, I mean, like, when he's on rosters in the past, when they were finishing top 16, top 12, he's always been, I think, a starlighted player. And if he's able to kind of go back and forth between the TAC and the Vaznev like this, oh, yeah, this team could be pretty nasty. Early call for the cruise missile. Not going to connect, but a decent read on where exactly Noctem White are set up as we head over towards Barber. One more player to deal with kind of at old, but Runner is moving, ready to take care of Maestro, but he goes prone, finds the kill, Kels for the trade, and now the hit's on the way.
BB Connor trying to work his way to the front, has to get through 2. Will be denied on the second. Chunk doing a good job of playing his life, locking down time, and just doing his best to stay alive. But through the backside, Disarray will be denied. Aroma from the low ground, able to find that with the AR, and the control has been perfect through the middle of the map here in this back alley. Might be a moment now for a break, but these first 40 seconds have been great for Noctem White.
Kels does open up the back door quite literally. Chunk predicts the first spins. Oh my goodness, Chunk! Little 1v2 for the scrap time, and that will allow Noctem White not just to kind of neutralize the large cushion for eFuse, it allows the rest of their teammates to focus on New.
This is a scary moment now when players start to catch fire like that and then have maybe a fast transition to New. Yeah, it can get scary. Aroma's just pinned at the back, says, coming to my web. I am just sitting in a corner waiting for you. Finds the easy pickup. Spawns look to be solid. Setup now in. eFuse have to find a response.
And they're going to come around the back as we will get about a tie game. Nades on the way. Aroma pops open the door. Takes care of Disarray, no problem. Shots from Runner. Predicted by Aroma on 4. Well played. And then reads BB Connor in Dark. Team Nade takes him off the killing spree, but ultimately Noctem White will secure their initial hold.
Yes, they will. Fortunate to not get the streak, but able to at least clear a lot of that space through the back and Noctem White. Well, they're starting to run away with it. I mean, they were down by about 60 points, and now they're just snapping, shooting different. Maybe just needed to warm up a little bit, get into the flow of things, because they are now awake, and they're in the lead by about 30 points.
Man, I mean, it's been 3 back-to-back-to-back individual moments from Noctem White. I mean, it starts off with Chunk's 1v2. Aroma gets 5 in a row, pretty much by himself, and that final from Felix, really well done. But here on rotation, towards Cantina again we go. eFuse finding a couple of solid kills. Disarray stunned up, dealt with by Chunk. Information, though, that of course there are multiple members coming around the back. BB kind of trying to get into position. But the thing about this is they will not have Disarray for this hold. It's going to be a 4v3 break attempt. Runner gets the first on the backside pinch. The rest of the hit from the front. Chunk trying to clear out the first floor. Trying to come up, but no. Kels denies. Aroma up top already, and he is not going to be in position to continue on this break attempt. eFuse get the first 30.
30. Very much needed. Aroma, though, gonna try to work through this with an AR. Not an easy position. Says, all right, I'll take a Vazdev. Gonna make it just slightly easier, but does get some bad timing on the way up. Now, really, the only one here gonna be Chunk, and he realizes he's gonna have to maybe wait for some of the players to exit. And, well, he is good for that first one. No some more players lingering by as they fight for scrap time. Just 9 seconds go their way, but they're gonna try to flood through the back alley and push through.
Oh, nice double up from BB Connor. Even though the scrap time not fully confirmed, it does create an exit for eFuse and now a setup for someone to get onto hardpoint. It will be Runner who jumps on in. Disarray locking things down over through Warehouse on the trash can. Runner also shutting down mid-map, and I love this setup from eFuse. Are you kidding? I mean, they've got a deep line of scrimmage. Thing is, Runner in the hardpoint somehow dies. So now Kels has to give up her position at mid-market to get under the hill. But you can see Noctem White, they have no idea where eFuse are positioned. Disarray for his third, trying to hit the fourth, but Maestro denies, and now maybe a chance for Noctem White to actually get a look at this hard point.
If they can actually find the kills, because Runner has just found 2, and well, Kels gets the third. Looking like a full 60, and yeah, it is going to be a full 60. Forced to rotate now is Noctem White. They have to take the long route through the back of the map there on the left side just to regain control. This has been an incredible resurgence and a huge bounce back after letting up on that lead. eFuse back in control by about 50.
Back over to mid-market. BB Connor looking for a cross. Sees Chunk. Disarray deals with it. Felix down low. Does at least secure a trade. Tough position to hold in, and that will be an easy cleanup. Kels. Oh, my goodness. Little drop shot spinner. Says, all right, Chunk, you want to try to pop off with the sub. I got you, brother. And with that, eFuse will see most of this hard point for the early 20. Go neutral. Runner on 5. Looking to do more, and how about this to get eFuse over 200 points?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's just catching fire at different moments right now for this eFuse roster. Right now, it's Runner snapping like that onto Chunk. I mean, he's had like 3 or 4 tough gunfights in a row. Can't catch a break. Finally, Aroma there in the back to shut him down, but once again, feels like the damage is done. All this P1 time is basically went the way of eFuse, but F-Dot trying to make a big play. He secures spawns, and they have a chance to get Cantina control.
Oh, but no, doesn't quite catch Disarray. Now the last one left is Chunk. Did not see the player, I don't believe. Rode up the staircase just to his side. Nice kind of flush out from Disarray. Goodness gracious. He is flying right now. 225 to 146. What looked to be, after 3 miraculous individual plays from Noctem White, to possibly be control of the game. eFuse now a chance to put it away with a convincing scoreline if they can just set one more hold together.
Yeah, feels like it should be in right now with the way that they're shooting. One last chance to fly on in. And Kel is just going to play outside of the hill, knowing her teammates are not here at the moment. Wants to try to reach out now, though. There's the first one. Kills might just start to flood through, and well, so far they are, but Aroma, Maestro fighting back, trying to get in here for time. Kelso with the double, a chance to put it away with the triple, and she delivers and says thanks for map number 1.
Oh my goodness, Kels! Master of the house, doling out the charm! Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable. I was just about to mention, like, for the most part, Kels has been able to kind of kick her feet up. She's just been hanging out in the hard point, running an even KD, but don't rule her out when she needs to make a play. Holy smokes. Electricity from eFuse in their opener. First time we've seen them in Elite since